Crucial conversations, comedic minds. Put them both together and what do you get? The most productive and impactful smack talking session ever. Now let's put our minds together.
Hey y'all, what's going on? It's me, Ivana, and I'm going to be your host for tonight's show. I'm filling in for Valentine. He can't be here right now, but he wanted me to let y'all know that he will be here next week, okay? So, we just have a few announcements for you all. If you're in LA and you're funny, listen, y'all know what's going on right now. It's not too late to submit for the Comedic Minds live comedy show. The first place prize is $500 cash, okay?
Wow.
The holidays is coming up and rent is what always do. So send bio and links, your link to your videos to Jacinta at vcent.com. That's Jacinta, Jacinta at vsent.com. Also, you don't want to miss the Comedic Minds live comedy show this Thursday, November 7th, 2019, starting at 8 p.m. It's going to be at Sal's on Melrose. Sal's restaurant, right, with the pizza. That pizza is so bomb, y'all. Oh my God. So that's why I'm going. $10 tickets, and they are selling fast, you guys. So make sure, and I got to get my ticket. You've seen her on Tiffany Haddish Presents They Ready. Flame Monroe, she's gonna be the headliner. So I promise y'all, like, if you haven't seen it, go watch it on Netflix, and then make sure you put your bring your ass to the show, okay? So anyway, without further ado, let me get into some of my guests because I'm like really excited right now. Ooh. Today we have two special guests that are gonna get real about what it's like being female comedians in Los Angeles, because it is no joke, okay? To my right, I have Miss Briana Crowe. What's going on? From Dallas herself. We went to UNT together. We was in the same improv group, University of North Texas. You know what I'm saying? It go down.
You shouldn't throw things up. I don't know the rules of live.
Yeah, let's not do that right now. Oh, no, I'm kidding. And then to the other side of Briana, we also have Miss Irina Voronina.
Yes, and I'm not from Dallas.
No, you are from Russia. That's what's up. Oh my God. What part of Russia?
Oh gosh, Central European, but like 300 miles east of Moscow.
Okay.
The funny thing is, everybody always asks where in Russia, but nobody really knows.
No, we don't know. So I don't know if you're like in a city or if it's like more out in the country or like, that's all I know.
It's a city.
Okay.
Near 300 miles east of Moscow, the city of Nizhny Novgorod.
Hey, okay. All right. You know, I looked down and I got lost.
I promise it's on the map.
Yeah, I believe you.
I grew up in suburbs of the city in a town called Dzerzhinsk, and if you Google it, I promise it'll come up.
What letter do I start with? I'm like, how do I Google it? And I don't even know where to begin.
I say a Z. I like a Z. Start at the end and work your way.
I'm like an X.
2 Z's.
Yeah. Oh, see?
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey. Okay, you wanted something. She is well-rounded.
I learned
She knows. So I'm so happy to have y'all on the show. Like, this is amazing. We've had a lot of amazing guests from the past few weeks, but we've also had a lot of men. So I'm so excited to finally have women on this show, and shout out to Jacinta helping to bring this show together so we can also just have some women, just like I said earlier, just have a good key, you guys. Yeah. So Briana, just to start back with you, tell us a little bit about yourself. And I already know like where you're from, but where did your passion come from for like making people laugh?
Yeah. Okay. I just want to preference where I didn't know this was going to be like a live show, so excuse this.
Her skin is so beautiful.
But I'm going to go ahead and get into it or whatever. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I'm from Dallas, and I pretty much like have always been somebody who loves making people laugh. I love to smile. I love making people smile. That's like something I've always liked growing up. But I want to say that really in college is where I started to hone it, because I auditioned for like a real serious play. It was like for color girls to commit that whole
yes.
So I auditioned for like that play, y'all, and like halfway through she was like, yeah, no, this ain't for you. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But they was like, walk her over to this other show they were doing called 30 Bits, which is pretty much like live skits and improv.
That's where I met you.
Exactly. And they were like, this is where you belong, this is your thing. And I was like, I'm just trying to be an actress and you're not helping. So
That's how I was too.
Right, like.
But then I was like, I don't really like want to be an actress. It's like I just was trying to like try new things. I was in college, so from 30 Bits is really when I started picking up like comedic timing. Just like I'm willing to go there. I'm willing to do what's stupid, look stupid, like making sure like it just curls. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the like skit curls, and from that I really just liked hearing people laugh, and I was like, okay, well, if I can be in front of people doing this, I'm not gonna stop. And then I just was like, let's see where this goes.
That's what's up.
Like, comedy.
Because we were in, so 30 Bits, to explain a little bit better, 30 Bits was like, we did 30 bits or little skits about whatever the topic was at the time. And so when I was in cast, it was 30 Bits in the church.
Yeah,
that's the one.
It was like on the pulpit. Is what
30 Bits in the pulpit. Yes, 30 Bits in the pulpit. And so much of it was so familiar to me because I grew up in the church myself, and I was in praise team, choir, drama team, all of that. And just like being able to just laugh about that and be open about it, I think that was so dope. I was about to say so effing dope. Sorry about that. Sorry, Jesus.
He knows your heart.
Yeah, right. But what was your experience like though, being in 30 Bits and just kind of like, you had to be quick and like on your feet in those types of moments?
Honestly, like I feed off people's energy. So for me, I'm like, if you bring a lot of energy to the table, it wasn't hard for me to pick up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you throw it out there, I'm like, I ain't gonna say no. Like, we doing it. Like, you took it there. That's where it's headed.
Right. That's where we're going.
So, like, I don't know what to tell you. No, so, like, I think for that, it was just really, like, being able to engage with other people who had the passion for, like, comedy, and really like the like behind the scenes of it is what I appreciated about 30 Bits, was like people knowing like, yes, this is funny, but we want to make sure that like, people can get that on the way, and you have to be committed to whatever it is that we're trying to do right now. So I think for me, like, it was just an opportunity to be around other artists and people who really have a love for comedy, or not even just like comedy, because none of them wanted to be like stand up, but had a love for just like laughter and truly like good work ethic. So for me, it was just like learning how to be quick on my feet. But that's not that hard when you like are with people who are just like ready, you know? But I guess like, so for me, I guess I was spoiled like in my like first introduction to comedy, because it was just kind of like everybody was like so legit.
They were, nice. I feel you.
I was like, cool.
And how long have you been here in LA now?
It's been a year and 3 months now.
And you've been doing comedy for how long?
I've been doing comedy since March, so 7 months going on. It'll be 8 months.
Okay.
Your baby.
Actually, I'm sorry, 8 months. It's November 4th.
You're no longer a baby.
Right.
Let's go back. No,
She grown. How long have you been doing comedy as well?
4.5 years now.
Okay.
But I have to say, in the first 2.5 years, it wasn't as serious. It was more like, oh my God, I went up on stage.
Yeah.
And I didn't shit my pants.
Right.
Like, it wasn't about like honing the material and like working things out. It was just about like, I did my 5 minutes, people.
Because you started off in like arts and in the entertainment industry, but you were modeling, right?
I was a model and an actress.
Okay.
And I had, a lot of comedic roles. And I got to work with some like amazing, funny, hilarious people, and a lot of fully improvised shows. Like Reno 911 or like Svetlana, or like, this was just a lot of that. And people were always like, you're so funny.
Yeah.
Do you do stand up? And I'm like, no. No.
What was your experience of working on Reno 911? Because I think people, see, for me, I didn't really connect with it because I didn't always like care for improv, I think. But then once I got better at improv and I understood it more, I think I began to appreciate Reno 911 better, and Curb Your Enthusiasm and stuff like that. So how was your experience working on that show?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, I got cast in the movie first. I think after 4 seasons of the show, they got their first feature film going, Reno 911 Miami. And it was interesting because I had to audition for it, and I had to like improv in casting director's office on camera. But then after they booked me, I get my script, and it's one line. And I'm like, I'm flying to Miami to shoot a movie. I don't understand. There's one sentence on this page. A topless model leads the deputies to the beached whale, and that's it. And I'm like, and this is why I'm booked for a week.
Okay.
Okay. I had zero improv background.
Oh, wow.
And that was like my real like first comedic role.
Oh my God.
And you know, they just made me feel so loved and welcome. And
good. Because I was about to say, was that nerve-wracking? Because
I just wanted to do a good job. I didn't care about showing my tits. I just wanted to, you know, do a good job and be funny.
Yeah.
But it was really easy to work with everyone. And I'm grateful, you know, till this day. This is probably the moment that I realized, you know, I'm funny and I love comedy. Like, I really don't want to be a serious actress.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit at home, learn lines, 25 pages of dialogue when I can just show up.
Yeah. And like, bring your personality.
On the page, and you make shit up as you go. So that's like the dream job for me.
I bet it.
Awesome.
I must say, it sounds like a dream too. You just show up and be yourself. Like, I think that's kind of what we all want in our jobs.
Yep.
So anyway, so you also work on 13 Reasons Why, right?
Yes.
So now that's a dramatic shift though. How was that, you know, preparing for that role and in that environment? It's a very serious topic.
My role wasn't that dramatic.
Okay.
I was playing Eastern European, what do you call it? Webcam girl.
Oh, okay.
But I was in this scene with a minor, and I was kind of like, you know, even had reservations, like even sending my tape in for that, because I'm like, I don't know, like this is like really touchy-feely. And I did watch, I watched the first season of the show before taping the tape, just so I know what it is. And it's super heavy. And,
it is so heavy. And so for some of you who don't know out there, 13 Reasons Why is a show on Netflix. And it tackles the discussion of rape. And it's just a girl who is raped in high school.
Rape and bullying,
right?
And like a lot of things,
right?
Mostly probably bullying,
yes,
if anything.
And she commits suicide. So that's the premise of the show.
Yeah, the show is being told, you know, from someone who's technically dead, and she's just telling her story. But yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. And again, it's like you send in your tape, and then you're like, you have to fly to Southern California for this shoot. But it was fine.
Yeah.
Like the weird part was, I kind of thought that it would just be shot in a studio, but we were doing it in real time. So I was in one room with a camera set up to me. And the character who's supposed to be like on the other end of the screen, who's like on the computer trying to talk to us, he was literally like next door. So it was all shot in real time. And like that's how I think that's what made the scene like more organic.
It does, because I've always wondered that, because usually it's like they shoot one and then they shoot the other. Yeah. But to see that they shot that, to hear that they shot the same time is really dope.
Yeah,
though.
It was a real feed coming into his screen, and they had like cameras on me as well. So yeah, it's all very different and like interesting experience. But I do not regret that I took on that role.
For sure.
It's a great credit. And even though, you know, I'm seducing a minor, but I do call him out.
Yeah.
Like, you're not 18. Bye.
Wow.
So mad you ended it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So you also were a comedic actress, and then you transitioned, like you said, later on into your career. You've been doing it for the past 4 years, you said?
4.5.
Yeah, okay. How was that? You said when you went on stage in the beginning, it was like really nerve-wracking for you. At what point did you finally become like more comfortable, and I guess it felt like second nature? Or do you still get anxiety before you go on stage?
You know, I stopped getting anxiety like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm being super honest. Like, I've done some really great shows lately.
Yeah.
I've opened for Brad Williams in Vegas at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. You know, I started doing more feature, you know, where it's like 20, 25-minute sets. And sometimes it's just you have anxiety and there's like nothing you can do. But I think now I trust myself, because I know that I know my material, and I don't need to stare at my like lines, and I don't need to like go over it in my head. Like, I know it, and it's more like trusting yourself ultimately. That like not going to let me down.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. That's very real. That's how I felt too. Like whenever I started performing earlier, as a kid, because it would just make me so nervous being up on stage. But I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck this up though either. I gotta go out here. I gotta kill it. Kill this little tap dance routine. The fuck, I totally understand, because you don't want to let yourself down. You don't want to. And right now, I don't want to end up viral, for screwing up on stage. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not. So you just gotta go out there and fucking kill it. But is it still scary for you, going on stage at all?
I think it's scary, yeah, for sure. I don't feel like it'll ever not be scary, but I think that's anything that I'm passionate about. I'm going to be nervous going into it, because I'm like, bro, I want to give my best. I want to do the best that I can. But the minute I get on stage, the light come up, I say the first word, I'm not scared anymore. Yeah. It's just the leading up to it is where I'm scared, but I'm not, on stage, I'm not Yeah. And then when I get off is when all of the feelings come back, and I'm like, no, that was either really great or
yeah, right.
I think there's also a moment you're nervous and you may have anxiety, but also in the beginning, it's so important somehow not to bomb, where then it kind of becomes irrelevant, because I want to do smaller shows to practice my material and to flush out the jokes. The chances are some jokes are not going to hit, but you still have to bring your A jokes into the set, just so people still can have a good time. And not just be your
I feel that.
lab rats.
I feel that. What inspired your move? What inspired your transition to move to Los Angeles?
Well, I grew up in Russia. No, I'm kidding. And I didn't go to an improv class. I moved to LA.
You were taking improv in Russia?
No.
Oh,
I did not. No,
I was that's so cool.
I got you.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. But we didn't have any of that. And I don't think Russian kids still have any of that.
Okay.
We did have some kind of school theater situation. But I think, even though people think, oh, Russia, it's so cultured and you guys have history, but kids don't get as many opportunities, even kids in public schools in America, as far as, arts and theater.
No, the arts in America is horrible. They're cutting it out all the time in America.
Really? But they still have it.
Right, there's something. Right, exactly. But it could be better, yes.
I have a different point of view, because I think kids here have the opportunities to do whatever they want to do. If you want to play piano, you can go and play piano. There is arts, and I don't know, not just performing arts, but there's opportunities for anything. If you really want to do something, it's here. In Russia, it's lacking for the most part.
So there is no curriculum that's required in school or anything in Russia? No arts?
Not
really? Because we had to choose theater, dance, or something like that. Okay.
Theater and dance, definitely not in the curriculum.
Wow.
But we have maybe little, I don't know, what do you call it, sketching for third graders, and music but music, you just you learn to distinguish Bach from Beethoven. You listen to music, you don't actually play music or learn
That is very interesting. I did not know that.
No.
Wow.
Sounds very not exciting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was I'm so sorry.
That sounds very gray.
Yeah.
It's not inspiring in any way. I don't know, if kids now maybe have more outlets, but
I
don't
hope so.
know, if it's only rich parents can do something. But yeah, for us, there wasn't much to choose from. I started modeling when I was young, and I moved out of Russia. I modeled and lived in Europe, but still, it wasn't here, you can move to America and you can be whatever you want to be. You just have to work hard and set your goal. So I got a work visa and I moved here to model. And I didn't really think about acting because, I barely spoke English.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the stars at the moment. But then somehow I started booking commercials and speaking roles. And one day I was like, you know what? I really want to do it. And here I am,
wow.
almost 19 years later since I moved to New York.
What were your thoughts about LA when you first moved here?
Oh, I hated it.
Same.
I hated it.
I actually really liked it. All you LA natives.
Okay. What did you hate about LA?
First of all, I didn't know how to drive a car.
Oh, yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah.
In 2001, there was no Uber.
Oh, yeah.
Airbnb. There was also no money in my bank account.
Yeah, okay.
So,
no, like, Google Maps either on your phone or anything.
No. I had a Thomas Brothers guide this thick.
Wow.
In my trunk. And I crashed 3 rental cars before I got driver's license. And bought a Toyota Corolla. Okay. I didn't go on the freeway probably for like the first year of me driving. Then like you get a call sheet for a job and it's like in a Long Beach and you're like, well, how many hours is it going to take me to get to Long Beach on side streets? Yeah. Let me see.
That is something else.
So that's probably like it was lots of obstacles trying to come here and it was very stressful.
Yeah, I bet.
So I didn't really love it, but now I can't imagine living anywhere else. It's home. Yeah. And I will seriously, like, I despise people who complain about living in California.
Really? Yeah. That's wild. What do you like about California?
Oh, I love everything. I've met like great people. Yeah. I've made a lot of good connections since moving here. I love being able to go to the beach. Like
that is cool. Yeah, we didn't have that in Dallas.
You know,
I'm like, we didn't have the mountains and the beach. Yeah, like, and Galveston is
this man-made beach.
South Padre Island. Like, no.
It's not exciting.
I'm not.
So I love being able to go to the beach. I love just the access that you have here. Like, you can definitely get like further along, I feel like, in your career here just because like there's so many opportunities. Like even this, like I would have never got to do something like this like in Texas. It's like, oh well, let me see if I can afford a flight out. Like no, you can't.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like so it's just like things like that where I really appreciate it. But I met some really legit people moving here, and I'm very thankful for that. I get that that's not everyone's experience. So I guess, like, that's why it's just been really different for me, because, like, off bat, I've connected with, like, just some bomb people, man. Like, I be out here in these streets. You
be out here.
I be trying to be out.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think being in Dallas, like, the food had me spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
And then being out here, I'm like, bleh. So, another thing, like... I was talking to, shout out to Herbie though, but I was talking to him about like moving out here. The only thing about being out in Dallas, which I know you can attest to, is like the racism is like in your face. Yeah. Like, you know where not to go. Like, you know where you don't belong. But being out in LA, it's just like people like smile on your face. Yeah. It's like you can't really tell. So there's that. And then of course like the cost of living. But other than that, like the networking is impeccable. Like, people out here actually do want to work, you know? And so that's what I really, truly appreciate as well. I didn't really come across a lot of that in Dallas, but I think also it's because there was a lack of resources too. Yeah. And I think people didn't really know how to create things, and there's not the ability to create it either.
And even though, like, I mean, I definitely feel like there's some talent there, because shout out to Dallas. But, like, I definitely feel like there's people there who are willing to do the work. Yeah. And, like, who are doing it. Because I know a couple of people, like, just in the comedy game and really just, like, grinding out in Texas. I think it's just different. It is. Like, it's just a little slower.
It is.
It's definitely more, like, you need, like, an agent, I feel like, to really, unless you're doing, like, IG skits and you like go viral that way. But if you're not doing that, then everything else is really like agent work and like just really trying to like get connected through that. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have that.
Yeah, no, like for sure. Shout out to Dallas comedians. It's not to say that they're not working out there, because I love going to comedy shows out there in Dallas for sure. But to what you said, you do have to like have an agent or have a manager or somebody who's willing to like constantly submit you for things.
For sure.
Because I don't know if I would have been able to go as far as I have now, just being by myself. Like, I'm non-union. I don't have a manager. Like, it's really difficult to make that shit work. So I totally get it. But to what you were saying about like having opportunities out here, do you see yourself branching out of stand-up anytime soon? Or like, what are some other things that you do want to take on?
So I really want to be known as a stand-up comedian. Like, I'm like, you know, that's my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Send me a tape.
Yeah, I got got you. See what I'm saying?
We
Make
will.
it connects right here.
See, I'm telling you.
It's going to happen right after the show.
Yes.
But
It's documented.
you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't go back.
They're expecting you on my show.
The people go, I got you. So, I really want to be a stand-up comedian and be known for doing stand-up. But, like, obviously, I would love to be a part of anyone's project that would love to have me. Mm-hmm. So, if you're doing good work and you want to, like, create and present, like, legit, like, work ethic and just, like, legit work, like, I'm down for that. So, I'm like, you need me to get in here and la and scoot in your video? Come on,
la.
You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm down for skits. I'm down for music videos. I'm down for, you know, acting. But stand-up is, like, my passion and where I want to be. So, it's like, if through that I get other opportunities, I'm definitely going to take them. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to show up for whoever is presenting those to me because I'm like, you found me through stand-up. So, of course, wherever you put me, I'm going to try to make sure I, you know what I'm saying, give my best. So, if you're looking for somebody, it's me. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, so I definitely feel like that's me. But I can branch out. I love theater.
Same.
Love theater.
I'm such a theater
I
nerd.
I love live
What's your favorite
shows.
play then?
Hairspray.
I love Hairspray.
I know. Hairspray in Chicago. I really love Chicago.
Have you seen The Lion King?
I have not. So I know that like everybody likes it, and I know it's an experience that I want to be able to do, but I have not actually seen it live. So that's on my to-do list.
And The Color Purple, like when
I saw that one.
They came to Pantages. Girl, I cried. I was weeping in my chair.
I was like, y'all better sing. Okay?
Girl, I'm like, yeah.
That's the only reason I can't do theater. I was like, I can't sing, you know, so I can do a little sing, you know what I'm saying?
See, I think I can do a little bit of a sing. Like, if I got around to it for musical theater, like if I was on a production like Lion King or Color Purple, I'm gonna show my ass.
I got you.
I'm gonna try to sing. Damn it, I'm gonna do it just as best as I can.
I feel like I got you on Dreamgirls because I could do a good Effie. I can do a nasty cry. A nasty cry within my like.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you know, because that's when you can like kind of flex on the singing.
I haven't been feeling that well.
Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah. And you. I was like, she was just mad.
Yeah,
she wasn't really singing.
So
I was like, I can do that.
She was mad at all them niggas because she had to point them out.
And you. I was like, all right, well, let's calm down. Stop pointing. No, I really like theater. So I can see wherever I need to go and wherever my like journey takes me, I would be willing to go. So I'm not opposed to anything.
So, like, throughout your journey, what are some challenges or maybe stereotypes that you've had to deal with being a female comedian? I guess in this case, specifically, like a black female comedian.
I think just because I started a little later than everyone else, so I'm 27. Right there, people want younger comics because they just feel like they can go on the road. They feel like they have no responsibilities. They feel like they just can like
but
drop
what the
everything.
Younger folks be talking about?
Young girl.
No, I'm young. No, I get it, but I'm saying like in the sense of like they want somebody who's ready to like just drop everything and go right now. It's like, oh, okay, like I got this show. It's like I don't care about my job. I have like a whole career. Like I have like a job.
For sure.
So like I can't like. Well, that's a lie because I've told them constantly like if it comes, like I'm out here.
Okay, but listen, 2 weeks notice, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like just coming in a little later in the sense of like late in the game. Like I know I'm young, but late to them just because of this industry. Everybody wants, But so I feel like that has been just an disadvantage for me. But I don't feel young. I mean, like I don't feel old. Like I feel like a young person. Like I have a childlike mentality in the sense of just like I'm willing to like do whatever. Like I don't know, I don't sleep no way, so let's turn up. Like we going on at 3 a.m. What's up?
Right. Like I've been tired.
You know what I'm saying? Pop a little, I don't know what people pop, but I don't pop them.
I'm like, what we doing?
I don't know. I'm just. That's another thing, a stereotype that is really hard to get rid of. Like, not all comics do drugs. It was like, some of us like,
I'm like,
just
Briana,
like to be here.
What did you finna say?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say pop a Coke open, but then I was like, that can go either way because you could be like popping up the little Coke bottle. I don't know all the drug terms, but I don't want to do it.
I don't want no parts of it.
I don't want no parts. And I think just like as a black woman, the thing is just like. You don't want the, like, stereotypical jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of just, I feel like you got to stick to being angry or feeling like you have to, like, I don't know, always address that you're black in the room. And I'm like, I don't want to address it. Like, you see it. Like,
you see this black.
Oh, you see this black melanin, you know what I'm saying? Shining in front of you. But, yeah, I think for me, mostly just because, like, I'm still new to the game, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't had to experience, like, deep hardships, just because I feel like I'm mostly been doing, like, open mics. I've done a few shows, but really I'm just networking and, like, getting my face out there and, like, getting my content out there, and hopefully people are liking it and, like, just gravitating towards it. So I feel like I haven't had to experience, like, things that people who have been in the game maybe have had, but just, like, starting off, it's been just, how do I find my voice? Like, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, like, this, like, black angry lady, or I don't want to be, like, the, like, little, like, I mean, I hate to say it, but, like, coon. Like, I don't want to be coon. You know
that's a very real stereotype that black people have had to deal with, especially when in you're working in arts and entertainment and American pop culture. I mean, you know, racism is what has fueled America. So we've really had to fight for better representation and to not be the stereotypes of, like, of what we studied, you know, Jezebel and Sapphire and Mammy and all that. That's very, very real. And I had come to learn myself, like, have a better respect for, I got into, are you familiar with Step and Fetch It? Okay. So whenever you get a chance to it, if you can just Google it, I can give you some more information about it. But a lot of people would call him, like, cooning and pandering and things like that. And I had to just have a better understanding that black people, like, always in the Reconstruction documentary, he would perform, but also he would have other people around him who we're not doing, like, the cooning and the stereotypes and stuff like that. And so that I really appreciate just understanding as well, like, where people have had to come from to bring out better representation. But I feel like it is also actively, like, a fight that we have to do, especially as black women, to not be a stereotype. And I appreciate, you know, you speaking on that as well. And for you, I mean, what would you say are some of the stereotypes that you've had to deal with, like, throughout your career?
Well, it's all one big, stereotype. I don't even know where to start, because people look at my picture. Oh, she's pretty. She can't be funny. People put her in shows because she has Instagram followers. I was in Playboy, so there's this whole other Playboy stigma, or what now? Now every playmate wants to do comedy. Well, hello, but I'm like, that's just, like, a little part of my career. You know? I've done this many things, and people see what they want to see, and I know how people perceive me. You know, it's just a little shallow, pretty girl that thinks she's funny, and there's a lot of that. Like, even did a show, and one gentleman, he was like, so you were an eye candy for the lineup? This is 2019, okay? I'm like, yeah, I guess, if you put it this way, since there's only one woman in the lineup, and then I come up the stage, and, like, I really killed. He's like, oh, wow, you were so funny. I'm so sorry. Like, he kind of, like, took it back, but at the same time, you know. I don't know. It's, there's the whole...
When people do that, I'm like, surprise, surprise. Like, what? Sorry, go ahead.
No, exactly. Yeah. It's just, yes, I'm only, like, 4.5 years into it. Like, I'm not saying I'm funnier than a lot of people, but I have put a lot of work in my stand-up, and, I deserve a little respect here.
Yeah,
so, like, we all do,
For sure.
It takes guts to do 5 minutes. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. It's the same grind. Yeah. No, and speaking of you grinding, that's how you got to headline for Comedic Minds as well, the live show. Feature.
So, feature. Feature. She was a feature.
Still working after my headlining.
For sure. It was back on October 24th. So tell me, how was that experience for you being on stage?
It was super fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I actually didn't know the headliner, but we kind of, like, became friends right before the show. And the crowd was awesome. It's a great venue. I've actually produced a bunch of shows at Sal's Comedy Hall before myself. And yeah, you guys should go support live comedy.
That's dope. Yes. Yeah. So we are going to have another one, this Thursday, and I'm going to be there. So I hope that we get to see y'all there or whatever.
Yes.
And so what's some, like, advice that you would give to other young women who want to start comedy? And stand up specifically.
I think mostly it's like believe in yourself.
Yes.
Because for the first 2 years for me, I think it was just like figuring out if I could even do it. And then on year 3, I submitted to a bunch of festivals and I got accepted in 5, like in one, like summer. And I was like, oh my God, other people think I'm funny?
Wow, that's super dope.
It was just like, wow, okay. Like it was kind of unbelievable experience for me because like I really started doing stand-up for myself just to grow as a writer. And I see myself more of a writer than like actual comedian and performer. And it was unbelievable. But, it's like, I think you have to believe in yourself and you can't, as a woman, you can't let other people let you down. Whether it's like a man or a woman, it's always going to be competitive. People are always going to come up and say like, this didn't work or like, you shouldn't be doing stand up. It's like, why is there a model on this stage? Like, don't take up jobs from us ugly dudes. Okay. Like, there's always going to be stuff thrown at you and you just have to roll with it and believe in yourself. That's that.
For sure. What about you, Briana?
My first advice would be not to wear jackets under like real hot lights. Because your girl is sweating up a storm. Okay? I'm just kidding.
Girl!
No, I think that one thing I would tell people who are just starting out in comedy is to respect the craft. Like, don't do it just because you feel like, oh no, like I'm gonna just go up here and be funny. Like it's not only about being funny. Like there's a lot of work that people put into like writing their material and like really trying to like have a legit set. So like don't just all of a sudden be like, I'm gonna just stand up. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's something that you're truly passionate about. And even if you're using stand-up as an opportunity to like get in front of people to grow as a person, I think that that's great. But just making sure that if you really are trying to pursue a career in it, that you respect the craft, respect the people that came before you, respect the process that it takes to get there. Like, you really have to write, I feel like. And there's some people who can't get up on stage and just talk, and that's cool and stuff. But even those people who I feel like just talk and have like made it off of just talking still at some point have an idea of where they're heading. Like they know their punchline, their setup, like know the actual like content that you're trying to create before just claiming it. And I think for me, that's something I really appreciated about my journey is just I was given the opportunity to just try it out to like, because I had been saying I wanted to do stand up. And I was doing like little Instagram videos and like I do jokes in front of people like in a small room, but I had never just got on stage. So when somebody actually gave me that opportunity, I really like sat down and tried to hit like words like setup, punchline, like actually have somewhere I was going with my set. And I really just appreciated the process of getting there because I feel like it made me a better comic, but also like you're learning about yourself. You're writing for you and for people to be able to laugh. And my other thing that I would really, really, really want to emphasize is like, speak your truth. Like your truth is what's funny. So like whatever you're saying, like, yes, you know, there's exaggeration in comedy, but like some of it has to be true to who you are. Because otherwise people are going to read through it and not want to listen. So.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's your material. If you're talking about your life, nobody can copy it or take it away from you. You know, this is what's unique about each and single one of us, like our journey, our life experiences.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, that's so dope. Thank y'all so much for sharing. But I do want to know, what are some of the ways that you go through, like, trying to prepare your material?
I think...
Sorry, I didn't mean to trigger. Go ahead.
Do you want to answer?
No, you go ahead first. You got
it. So it all depends how long the set is, right? Like before, when you had like 8 minutes of material, like it wasn't even a question what you're going to do. You're going to like do your best 5 minutes and maybe an extra joke.
For sure.
Now it's like when I have like 30 minutes of material to choose from, it's like exactly like, okay, well, you have to think what the crowd's going to be like. And then you want to try new stuff. You know, every show you have to try a new joke. And so I literally like craft a set every show. So I kind of like make a set list and I know which joke will come after. It's kind of like that's what it is. Yeah. And it just gets even like harder and more confusing the longer the sets get because like if you do a little crowd work, like that takes away 2 minutes and all of a sudden, you know, 20 minutes turn into 25. Oh shoot, but you want to finish on that particular joke because you want to finish with the bang. So you kind of have to like be very quick on your feet too. Yeah. And try to like, advice. Yes. Yeah. Buy a wristwatch and wear it on your wrist when you're on stage because sometimes I'm like, 20 minutes into it, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, and if I like, sometimes you don't see the light, even like in the big club, or like, I'm like, I don't know how many times they flashed me until I noticed it. You know, so it's like wristwatch, and be aware of your time, be aware of how long your jokes are, so it'll be like easier to craft the set.
I feel that.
Nice.
And what about you, girl?
Oh,
What's your process look like?
man, my process look dead compared to what you just said. I think my process really like, so for me, I am doing more of like the 5 to 10, the 7 minute range.
Okay.
So like for me, I really write just a whole bunch of like ideas down first for me of like where I want to go. So if I'm talking about like potluck season, you know what I'm saying? Like, where do I want to take that? I was like, because we coming up. It's November. Everybody named mamas want to have Friendsgivings, work want to have stuff. It's just a lot. And so I'm like, I know that that's something that's relatable for me because I don't like, I get weird during that time. So I'm like, it's relatable to me. I feel like it can be relatable to other people. And then from there, I decide on like, how do I want to address it? So for me, it's just finding topics that I feel like relate to who I am and relate to like how quirky I think and how like awkward I am. I'm like, I don't want to be rude. So like, for me, my process is really thinking of those things that I always suppress because I feel like I don't want to say it out loud. And then I'm like, okay, this is how I can say it out loud. So what would I say? So really just coming up with those themes. And then within those themes, I try to come up with jokes that hit like every thought process. So like, potluck season at work, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it like at friend? Like, who's that friend that don't never really bring nothing to the Friendsgiving? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like just so many things I can address underneath that theme. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's something that I do right now. And then another thing that I've worked on is just being able to, like, go off crowd work has been a way that I've come up with new jokes. Because sometimes I'll have my set, but then, like, somebody in the crowd say something funny. Something is, like, they'll, like, react to me a different way. And through that, I'm, like you said, thinking on the fly, I react to it and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, how can I take that back? Like, when I go back and listen to my sets, I'm like, how can I take that and make that a joke? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make that a longer joke. Yeah. So, really listen to your sets. Always record your sets. Play them back. Watch them. If you have somebody that's legit there for you in your corner filming, that's cool. Or, you know, we'll prop it up by yourself, whatever.
Yeah, for
even
sure.
if it's just audio. It doesn't always have to be the video, just like audio recording so you can go back and listen.
Because we performed at Last Laugh WeHo, I think, and we had to record each other's sets too. So I'm like, I don't mind tapping somebody on the shoulder. Excuse me, do you mind? Do you mind recording this for me real quick? Now, Jacinta, how much more time do we have left? Because I wanted to ask a couple pop culture. Okay, cool. So I love comedians who are quick on their feet, and I like to ask a couple questions about what's going on, like right now in pop culture. So how caught up are y'all on what ever the hell Kanye is doing right now?
Not.
First of all, okay,
so some of y'all who know, Kanye has gone, I don't know, but he's gone a little bit more gospel, I guess, if you will. And I'm not really feeling it. Did y'all see them? Did you see them plates of food that he was giving them?
Oh my God, it was like Fire Festival all over campus. No, sir, I didn't pay for you to give me these 2 strips of bacon.
Girl, I was like, this is the gospel version of Fire Festival. Get out of here.
This scoop of grits.
I was like, did Kim Kardashian make this?
No, I said, bruh.
This is horrible. Those look like Eggo, like pancakes or whatever. It was horrible.
I haven't listened to the album.
I
haven't listened to the album. I haven't brought myself to listen to it just because I liked Kanye Jesus Walk. Like, I liked that era of Kanye. Sure. I like College Dropout. I liked Kanye, okay? Yeah. And I still support where he's going. So I feel like if he's trying to get back to his, like, roots, quote unquote, I'm here for it. I'm like, I'm going to pray for you and hope that works out. But I'm also going to say, I'm not going to pay for you to give me no 2 strips of bacon. I would have turned over somebody's table.
No, for sure. Like you, Jesus.
Somebody, I was like, Jesus going to walk today, okay? Because you're going to give me 2 more pieces of bacon.
Right, because that's not how we do it in the South anyway.
And that
which is where he's pulling from, these elements from, of like Southern gospel, like what you and I know.
Crispy.
No, it wasn't.
I was like, what
you supposed to fill up that plate. Like, why is this plate not breaking? Like, you supposed to double up your plates because you got so much food on your plate. You said there was no grits, right?
It was like it looked like a scoop of grits.
I saw. I can't. I can't. So I felt very disrespected is all I got to say. I don't know.
That's not Sunday church dinner.
I don't know the avenue of where it's going. It feels kind of culty to me. I don't know. So have you not, you haven't seen what's going on in this?
Kanye is dead to me ever since he endorsed Trump. So
I respect that.
That's pretty much a political choice.
And that's that on that.
No, like I said, shut it down.
I just listened to his music before.
Yeah, of course. And like we all did. Like it was some really cool like turn up music or like, you know, make some feel good. He had something for everything. But right now, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But like you said, you dropped him because he endorses Trump. But I don't know what the hell's going on with politics right now and his political landscape. What are your thoughts on whatever the fuck is about to happen with this next election?
It's I just have to say that if you're young and if you're a U.S. citizen, you need to get your ass to the polls.
Accurate.
And vote. Because, it's weird. Like, in my country, people go to vote like it's their duty. Like, 90% of the people show up at the polls. And here, it's like, we were fighting so hard, for women to be able to vote, for, like, every race to be able to vote. And now people don't want to do it. It's like you're disrespecting your ancestors. You're disrespecting your history because you're letting the dumb asses. I'm sorry.
No, you can curse. It's fine.
I'm trying to gracefully put together my political point of view without offending
for sure
a bunch of people.
Okay. Yeah,
I think, that's kind of where I'm at. I think it's an amazing country. And they should have an amazing president.
Well, they should. But I mean, I feel like if you cheated your way in the first time, like you can cheat again. I don't know. I feel like, well, you know what I'm saying?
You're a cheater. You're always going to be a cheater.
Well, shit.
I definitely feel like it's a time where I'm uneasy because even like going forward, like with the candidates that we do have, it's not even about like them, like our Congress is divided. Our parties are like very
and we still have
divided.
The Electoral College.
Yeah,
like,
that's
always going to be problematic.
Everything is already so divided. So even whoever is in the office, I feel like it's going to be a struggle. Like these next, honestly, like 8 years is going to be a struggle because like that's just how. Yeah. If you look at the like history of like presidents, it takes a lot to clean up anything. So like people were like so mad at Obama because they're like he ain't changed nothing. Where to change? I'm like, well, half the change had to come from 8 years ago that he had to clean up. But then like, yes, I get it. I see where you going. Right. So now we just.
But this ain't no easy task.
Yeah, and that's what I was like. So either way, for me, it's like when we are putting people in these positions, I think people only, like you said, like. Don't really show up, but then when they do, it's only for like the president, and I'm like, well, that's not the real. Like, I mean, that's a real issue, yes, but I'm like, that's not the one that's gonna make the difference because literally they're just like a little pond. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't have as much rule as you would think. You know what I'm saying? If you know the actual,
well, they're not supposed to.
Vote the House of Representatives and Congress and everybody, like your local government, everyone. Let's put more women. Let's put every.
Hard.
It's hard.
It's hard out here.
It's very disappointing.
Yeah,
because,
it is.
You feel helpless and you watch TV and you're like, oh my God, like why can't be more AOC in Congress? Why can't somebody represent millennials that are not white farts sitting there?
Not white farts. I love white farts. Just making it stanky in this bitch.
No, I like that. I definitely agree. I am hopeful though. Like I am one of those people that I do feel like at the end of the day, this is not the end. I don't feel like this is where it'll stop. I just feel like people are gonna like take more of a stance. I feel like a lot of younger people are getting more interested in politics and like what that looks like. And
because this is our damn future.
You know what I'm saying? So you have like 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds like fighting to be like, how is it that we can like get in Congress? How can we like, just thinking now because they already like, we're already invested in this like industry. Like we want to be a part of it and we shouldn't have to wait until we're 35 to be able to like say I can sit on a board or be able to say I can like run for something. Like there's kids who are putting in the work now and I think that moving forward, I definitely feel like there'll be pushback to be like, let's switch it up a little bit. Like, what's working ain't working. So,
speaking of what ain't working, how's dating life in LA for y'all?
I'm married. I'm good. You're like, that didn't come up in Google.
Okay, that's the show. Cool or whatever. You have to drop it on us like that.
Okay. So, Briana, this is for me and you, girl.
I mean, honestly, like, dating has been, like, not a thing just because, like, I've literally had to work. Like, my 9-to-5 job is pretty, like,
demanding.
Really demanding.
Yeah.
And then, like, after that, I'm doing comedy in the middle of the night. So it's like, unless I'm meeting other comics, which, you know.
I've heard that doesn't really end well.
You know, but I'm hopeful because if you
For
can
sure.
make me laugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, we might can
That's
work,
the way
but
to
I
my
definitely
heart.
get it. But then every time I be seeing people talk about, like, their exes in the same set, I mean, like, in the same show, I be like, okay, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Like, never mind, that's too much information.
But I'm also
already.
not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go. Like, I'm gonna let you be great. Shoot, if anything, I'll be sad because I'm single again. I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm just like, dang, I'm out here in these streets.
Damn,
like,
I gotta make my own sandwiches again.
What about online dating? Girls online.
So I downloaded Bumble or whatever for like a weekend, and that didn't last.
Not what? Yeah, it was just a weekend. What happened?
Like, honestly, it wasn't even a weekend. It was a Saturday night and a Sunday night.
What
and
happened?
I deleted it Monday morning.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I feel like it's disrespectful for you to be swiping left and right on me. Because
That is rude.
Either I'm like really, really picky, which I'm like not, because I like literally like I just need to meet people.
Yeah.
Like that's how I can tell if because like my exes are all different.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, this online thing wouldn't work because I'm like, I don't know you. Like, I can't look at these pictures.
Yeah.
Like, this will be great. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
I prefer things to happen more organically.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just, and then I feel like when you meet somebody online, they get to forcing it because, bitch, I finally got you out the house and we on this date now. Like, talk to me. But, yeah, no, that's another thing. It's so forced being online. And also, like, I watch a lot of Forensic Files and
it's not safe.
I think everybody is a serial killer, honestly. So I'm on guard all the time, like guns in my bra, like just in case you pull some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
you know it's licensed.
You know that yes.
They just tell you
It is. We're just like, where's my camera? Yes. But yeah, no, I just, niggas is crazy. It's hard. It's hard to like just get out there. I don't trust people.
That's the thing. I'm open to it. But I was like, I feel like right now, a lot of people out here in LA are just grinding. And really, that's their excuse. And I'm just really old school.
Ooh,
like,
are reading me down this evening.
I love getting to know people and hanging with people, but also, like, I can't do casual. You know, and that's a lot of people out here be like, I'm just grinding, doing my thing. I don't want nothing serious. And I'm like, well, honey, I don't know nothing but serious. Because, honey, I'm going to push you and you going to push me. We're going to elevate together, no?
Oh.
And they be like, no. And I be like, I'm like, that's cool, too. Yeah, cool. Yeah,
they be like, cool. No.
Yeah, so it's okay. Shout out to the people who's out here. We support you.
Okay, because I'm like, damn, you really be there right now. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm just, paranoid.
I support you.
Yeah, thank you. Because, you know what I'm saying? I be trying not to sound like a fuckboy, but, like, I'm literally on my grind right now. Like, I just don't got time for these niggas.
That's what they say.
See, I know.
Like, that's how the conversation goes. Like, no offense. I was like, it's okay.
And I'm light-skinned, so it don't make it no better.
You be got the little color hair and stuff. I'm like, you're so fake. Like, I don't even want to like your picture. I'm like, I'm not even follow her. She doesn't like any of my things anyway.
I be trying so bad not to sound like a fuck nigga, but honestly, I don't got the time.
I respect that.
So you are open and she's single.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I look better than this, okay?
You stop. I wish I could see her skin in person. She is playing right now. Yes.
It is good skin.
No bra Mondays.
Really, I don't wear bras ever. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. It's out there now. It's so uncomfortable.
You like how
I don't understand them. And I was like, honey, you gonna see them hang regardless.
Yeah.
So why am I propping them up for me to take them off and them to drop?
Like, this is fake right now.
Now you mad.
Right.
I tricked you. I'm sorry. I was like, at least from the front, you already know. Like, okay, she got a little sag with her, but she cute.
She genuine.
You know what I'm saying? Got a little hip on her.
Yeah, got a little.
Whoa.
What you see is what you get.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I do. So that's me.
I love it.
I fucking love it.
Supposed to be there. Sorry.
It wasn't.
Sorry, Mom.
Screw it. Yeah, no, so let's talk about your sex lives. No, I'm kidding.
The non-existent one? Like, what?
What is sex? How does that work?
How you spell it? I don't even know how I spell it. It's so non-existent.
But you said that you're married. How long have you been married?
Been married for 2 years.
That's cute.
So you were dating in LA at one point, though.
I was, but I also was married before this marriage.
Come on, second marriage. Is it the second?
I'm like, I feel like,
okay.
oh, boy.
I wish I didn't have to get married in every country I'm working in.
Come on, somebody.
But they make it so fucking complicated to get a green card. So, but
Yeah, you got to get it some way.
You know, I was already American citizen.
Okay.
All I'm trying to say.
This one is the real one. You really like this.
Yeah. I love him. And you know what? Our friends introduced us. And that was like the best thing because we kind of like had mutual friends and we kind of knew like where everybody came from and like people you hang out
he's
with.
not a serial killer.
We're like, yes.
Yeah.
I had 2 people vouch for him that he wasn't a serial killer.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Great.
So basically we need to like just meet groups of people and hang out with people and then they will introduce us.
Yes. And
that means
if
I have to
your
leave the
friends-
house,
If they have friends who...
Key factor there. You might want to get out the door. Just
Wait.
so I have to engage.
Wait. I got to talk to people?
Yep.
Okay.
She's like, no, yes.
She's like, no. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. I'm really lucky. I count my lucky stars every day. My husband and I, sometimes we go to bed and we're like, honey, we're so lucky we're not on the apps. We don't have to do this. We don't have to try to meet somebody in this
That's so
town.
funny because I was the same way. Like I had a relationship myself and I was like, yo, I'm so glad I don't have to like participate in this dating right now because I know it's hard for y'all out there. And then we broke up and I'm like,
oh.
the joke is on me. I step in like, hey, how's it going? Hi. Right.
We all flew with you.
Hey, big head. Like trying. And it's just fucking trash.
Manifest your man. Manifest your man up to the details. That's what I did.
Oh, okay.
My girlfriends came out to my house and they're like, okay, we're going to throw out a picture of Marilyn Monroe because she's a woman who died alone. Get her fuck out of your apartment.
Jesus Christ.
We have to like feng shui your place and you have to write like everything you want in a guy on a piece of paper. And I did.
Huh.
And that's pretty much like everything came. Has to like cats. Can't be allergic to cats. Can't have a dog. Needs to have a job. Needs to have a car.
All the stuff you're saying is very realistic, and I like that because my first thought was like, okay, he need to be a chef. He also need to know how to do comedy. You know
That's
what I'm saying? He
good.
have a good little stroke game. I don't really know that.
But you're not even asking for a lot.
Be specific.
I just feel like that's a lot in one person.
It's not.
It's not.
You're
There's
not asking for too
someone out
much.
there who's manifesting you right now.
Come on.
Yes.
Say that one more time.
Yes, there's someone out there right now. Maybe not watching
Yeah.
He sleep right now.
Right, he's taking
I
a
want
nap.
this girl.
Okay. Yes.
I'm gonna take that.
With every single quality that you possess.
Nice.
That's what someone's looking for. And you guys are soulmates. You just have to kind of find each other.
I like that.
And I believe
You take
in
that?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like you don't take it.
I'm too busy right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
just out here just
I
trying to
can be
grind.
married right now. Like if I met my husband, like 10 years prior, he would have been married. That
I
would
heard
have never
it's
worked,
lit being the second wife.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no, because he's already got like his fuck shit out the way with the first one.
You know why? Because we both were married before, and we both know what we don't want. And we both had bad experiences, so we appreciate each other so much more.
Yeah.
We're like, if I met a nice guy when I was 27, I probably wouldn't appreciate him. I'd feel like, walking all over him. I met I'm 41, so we met when I was 36. So at that point, I knew what I wanted in life.
You knew exactly what the hell you wanted, and you didn't want anybody wasting your time.
Exactly.
So that's good too.
Well, I know what I want, so if you're manifesting me, we'll just keep manifesting each other.
Until we meet. Until we swipe on each other and meet. Like, I don't know.
If you have to fly this way, that's
Where
cool
do we
too,
go?
'cause I don't have any coins.
Maybe he hasn't moved to LA yet.
Maybe
he's like going to watch this and he'll be like, you know what? I'm going.
I like that. Have a job, though. Don't just come. Don't just come.
Don't just drive out here with $6 in your pocket.
Twin size bed. You know, like a little extra wheel, like a little pull out, a little trundle. You can lay down. We can make it work.
She said you can lay down on the trundle. Get out of here.
It'll work.
I do want to know what other projects y'all have y'all working on currently.
I am finishing up a documentary about female comedians.
Ooh,
with a focus on diversity and what it takes to make it in this business. It's called Punching Up. We're trying to find money to finish it, but if we don't find money, we're just going to finish it anyway.
Okay.
Pretty much out of our own pockets because we're very passionate about subject matter. I just wrote my first feature film script.
Oh,
nice.
And we are, also developing it. And hopefully next year, if the stars align, if I manifest the right shit, we'll go in production.
Yeah, there we go. That's really cool.
Yeah, so that's like two main things, but also I try to write a lot more. I want to get up to 45 minutes. Like next year, I want to have my headliner set 45 to an hour. So goals.
Oh, yes. And so what about you, girl?
What little Bree working on?
What little Bree working on?
You know what I'm saying? She just out here grinding. I'm on this open mic circuit, so really trying to connect with a lot of people, get my face out there. Like, I'm going to send her my video. I remembered. But basically just trying to get more shows to be able to get my face out there more. I don't have any projects as of right now, but you can see me around the city. I have been... a lot of just shows have been falling into my lap. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can see those shows. I promote them very much. So, and then also,
where have you performed?
Where have I performed? Okay, so I've performed in Inglewood. There's a new spot called One Mic Spot.
Okay.
I've performed there. I performed at Haha Comedy Club. And I performed at the Hollywood Improv, but literally it was just a graduation show. So, but I get to claim it because I stepped on that stage.
No, it's still a performance. You still put that on your resume, girl.
I have performed at Hollywood Improv, okay?
They covered up the sign and everything, but it's okay.
I performed at Second City Hollywood. It was my showcase, but I still performed there.
Exactly.
I was there. I was in that thing. My feet touched it,
girl.
And I manifested that I'll be back.
Right.
Yeah.
So, those things, but yeah, I pretty much have just been contacting and literally networking with people, and they're producing shows and they're like, we love you, we want to put you on it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me know. I'm gonna promote it. I know a few people. I can bring a few people out. I'm actually one of those people that bring her numbers. Little plug. No plug, no shade or nothing, but I got you.
Your inbox is going to explode.
It is.
Every show booker is going to be like, I want to book you. How many people can you bring?
Yeah.
How many minutes do you want?
That's crazy. Because I'm looking for a partner right now, so I'm going to holler at you. Okay, cool.
But yeah.
Cool.
Oh, what about you?
I do have one thing. I am trying to do a show, create my own show by March 4th, because that's my year in comedy. So
okay.
I'm going to produce a show.
Yes.
I'm speaking that, and I'm putting it on film.
Hell yeah. And then, because I've had to learn too, because I remember you telling me that a few months ago, or last month rather, and I was like, you know what, I feel like this is what it's going to have to come to, because it's taken me a little while to understand that a lot of these production companies, they want you to just kind of have already made the product, and then you sell it to them and they just pick it up and then they just distribute it, I guess, or host it on their platform. So I'm like, it's coming time now where I'm just going to have to work with a producer, a director, whatever. I need an event space. So I'm just have to put some shit together.
Yeah.
So hearing you say that, it's really inspiring, because you've been here a few years less than I have. And I'm like, you know what, you doing it
we do it.
Yes, I feel that. So I appreciate that. But right now, I actually have a showcase coming up at Flappers in Burbank.
Woo-hoo.
Yay!
When?
It's going to be on Saturday at 9:30, I believe, in Burbank. So
I won't be here.
Yeah, please.
But please come out, everyone.
Yeah. For sure.
Send that out.
And that's pretty much it. I keep up with it. Like you said, the open mics. I'm out there too doing a couple of open mics. I love when people bring me on to a show. So I'm still available if you want to bring me on to a show. We like getting paid. Female comedians love getting paid.
Even if it's $20 of gas money, we still take it.
Seriously, like, it's one thing I didn't realize. Well, actually, I did. A lot of people told me is that a lot of bars will try to pay you just in drinks, and it's like I'm not even much of a drinker, so that doesn't really help me out. And most of the time, especially if I drove there, like, I'm not going to drink and drive. I can't pay my bills and drinks. Anyway,
or your body. We can't. That's not going to pay anything. It's good for a moment, but it doesn't pay anything.
Hello, my liver's going to be like, bitch, again? Just watching it come down like, again? But anyway, yes. And that's pretty much what I have going on right now. I am wanting to, I guess I'll manifest, I am wanting to kind of get back into music. I've been doing some writing for that as well. I'll sit down and like write out my comedy writing, and then I'll take some time and I'll just do some songwriting and shit too. So I'm definitely hoping to work with like a producer or somebody. Like I want a couple writing partners. I want like a comedy, a stand-up writing partner. I want somebody to write with me for like episodes, and a songwriting partner as well. So that's definitely,
they're out there.
They are.
I know you're watching.
Hit me. Manifest. Jacinta, how much more time do we have? Okay.
She said, I will cut you out. That's how you know. Yes, honey. She don't play by hers. She said, I'll cut you off.
We're waiting for the light.
Ain't no problem over here.
Like a mob boss. She was like, keep going.
These lights will dim.
Keep going. Okay, let me just back up on here. No. But anyways, have you performed out in Dallas yet?
Girl, no, that is on. So, like, okay, I haven't performed stand-up in Dallas.
Yeah.
I've done, like, improv and things in Dallas, but I have not performed, like, legit stand-up. And that is my goal. So I'm going home for Christmas. Yeah. So I've been trying to find, like, a show or just something I can get on. I know that they have a few, like, open mic things, but, like, I'm really, like, want to try to, like, book a show so that I can, like, invite all my family and everything out. Because, like, they only get to see, like, my shows that I promote here, and they're just like, put it online, and I'm like, but these jokes though, like, I don't want them out yet. So like, no.
My mom be like, yo, send me something, I want to see your stuff, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'll text
maybe if I put like a highlight reel or something together, but
I'll text it to the fam.
My content's trash, so like I be cursing a lot, and I already know she gonna be like, why do you curse so much in your stand-up?
Literally, like, I think my family is more so just like, what you be saying about us? And I'm like, first of all, comedy is about me.
Okay.
And second of all, I only talked about two of y'all. So, like, it's okay. But, no, so I think that, like, I really want to do stand-up in Dallas. I'm really, like, trying to find a show and see. Somebody did hit me up about one, but it's December 14th, but I'll still be here working. So I was like... So we're working on it. We're working. I know. I'm gonna figure it out. We got it. I'm manifesting it. It's coming.
Yes, you will.
It's coming.
Yes, you
Carol,
will.
it's coming tomorrow.
Come on.
DM in your inbox. Yep. I'll be like, you're in Dallas?
Hey. I need an order.
Just don't move back to Dallas.
No. I'm not moving back. Yeah. No, I ain't moving back.
I see. For my career, I want to be able to like network and make shit happen here, but I do eventually want to live back in Dallas.
Like, I do. In Texas. Like, that's the plan.
Absolutely.
First of all, this land is trying to get expensive.
Girl,
trying to get it now while it's low, okay? Right. They think they slick. I said, nah, pimp. This used to be like $5 land. Y'all childish. All these people from California trying to move to Texas. That's the problem.
For real. And they are making rent so expensive in Dallas. Yeah. Like, LA, I would like for them to stop because they moving out to Dallas. They are gentrifying the fuck out of Dallas. Like, every time I go back, I'll be like, what? I do not recognize this part of Oak Cliff. What is this?
No, I got stuck on a loop. Like the little freeway loop.
Which one?
It was the one like not 635. So you like going out 35, and right when you hit downtown, like you can go.
They've changed the exit.
Waco. I don't know where the
they changed the So like, Waco exit used to be to the right, and now it's to the left. And I'm like, y'all got to stop playing with me. No, it is. It's sorry, girl. We're having a Dallas moment, but like they are showing out in Dallas right now, like with the construction and with the gentrification. I'm like, I don't even know this place anymore. Like.
She doesn't even go here.
Right? No, but for real. Like, these niggas don't go here. So Thanksgiving is coming up. Are y'all gonna be cooking or like what's y'all's plans or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Russian people have a long tradition of celebrating American Thanksgiving. No, just kidding. This year we're going to be here in LA. Usually we are with my husband's family, but we've been like back and forth a lot this year. So we're just going to be here with friends, with my Los Angeles family, with the girls I've known for 15 plus years.
That's so cool.
We're having a Friendsgiving.
That's like
So this is a safe space. What Thanksgiving food do y'all not rock with?
I eat anything and everything. The more food, the better.
Cranberry sauce is trash.
Really?
And honestly, everybody can. You have to line up and fight me. Like, I'm sorry, but
With pineapple?
What? Wait, what?
What?
If you put pineapple in it, it makes it all better and delicious.
I don't know, man. I like cranberry sauce and dressing. So I'm more of a side eater. Like, I would eat a whole bunch of sides. Like, I love mac and cheese. I love broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. My mom be making it. I was like, okay, I'll see you, Diane. Right. You know, and then I love a good dressing. And I put a little cranberry sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit in there to give it a little sweetness. Because, you know, it do be a little dry depending on who make it. Sometimes you add a little extra cranberry sauce, but for the most part, you just need a little hint. But I don't necessarily rock with turkey.
Me neither. It's so dry. Turkey is so dry. And people are always like, it doesn't. You just have to. It depends on who makes it. You haven't had good turkey. I'm like, I've had it all.
I was like, I put it on a sandwich. You know, the leftovers I definitely take to lunch because I'll be hungry. Sure. So like, I'm gonna eat it
like
on
with some Hellman's mayo.
Yeah,
and like you know.
So like, I'm not gonna do it.
I wanted to write a bit about Thanksgiving because, like, how did they choose turkey? Why turkey?
Why
not chicken?
I love
because
a good
it's like
glazed,
so big.
Or ham.
I love a good glazed ham. I want to just shout out to, what was his name? The American Gangster. How he was passing out ham. I said, I rock with you.
I thought you were going to shout out glazed ham. I was about to be like, yes, shout out glazed ham.
Shout out to glazed ham too.
Yes.
We just want a little sponsorship. Right. I got you on the Instagram, IGTV.
Well, glazed ham. I love it. Like,
we can have it in front of
honey roasted ham, maple bacon,
I'm hungry
ham,
right now.
whatever the fuck.
Oh my God.
Ham.
My mouth is watering.
I'm on a fast, so I can't even eat nothing. I'm like, oh,
what?
Shoot.
So for Thanksgiving, you're not gonna have no ham?
No, I will. Oh no, the fast ends before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
I was like, so if you really can cook like that, you know, you can invite me over.
Oh yeah, no, I will, because I'm trying to decide if I want to stay in Dallas, if I want to go to Dallas, if I want to stay here. Because if I stay here, I'm like, I'm going to be cooking because I'm very picky about other people's food.
I respect that.
And like, yeah, right. Like, I trust my own. So I don't know. I might do that.
I love cooking, so I love being. I'm like a really good sous chef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm great at chopping up stuff. I'm great at, like, you know what I'm saying, preparing, plating. Honey, I could plate the
Can you really?
Girl, what?
Girl, because listen,
I can plate her. I
be cooking from scratch,
and I can clean real good.
Real good.
I can clean up a kitchen.
Okay,
honey, I don't play no games.
You might just get yourself some things.
I'm about to say I might have a cooking partner.
I got DMs about shows and Thanksgivings. I'm excited. I'm here for it. Let me know. Just send that to me.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, no, I can't do it with cranberries. Turkey is not cool with me. I used to not really care. Now, one thing I will fight over sweet potato. I don't understand how people don't like sweet potatoes.
Okay.
I like everything.
Do you not like sweet potatoes?
No, I like you was like, I'll fight over it. I was like, you know, you're really adamant about fighting. Like, she done told us line up to, like, square up about the sauce. I'm like, I don't know if I should say I like it or not. Like, yeah.
I thought you were saying, okay, like you didn't. I was like, why do you not like it?
I love it. Yeah, we love food.
He said we love it. We don't want to fight. Like,
I don't want to fight. I just want to eat. So just want to play.
No, I'm starving right now. Like, I'm starting to get warm. I am.
I'm just warm.
It is warm.
It's me.
Okay.
It's me.
We are about to wrap this show up, y'all. This was absolutely fucking amazing, and I'm so glad that y'all came. Like, thank you. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me on my show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
but
I don't know, honey.
Tonight it is.
Hey.
But anyways, please let us know, where can we find y'all? Like on social medias.
Yes. It's my first name, last name, Instagram, at Irina Voronina with a blue check mark. So don't go for the fake ones.
Could you spell your name
and
for
Facebook,
us?
And I have I think Facebook subscriptions on my Facebook page. You can subscribe to my content. I do live streaming cooking show once a week. Cook with Irina.
That's cute.
Okay, and so for those of you out there, to spell it IRINA Voronina, just so you know, so you can look her up, check her out. Okay, and she said it's with the blue check, so don't get it twisted.
Exactly. Don't fall for the other impersonators, because some people
some fake pages.
Yes, they'll be talking to a fake page. They would be sending money to Indonesia or whatever, overpopulated country, and then they're blaming me.
That's crazy.
I didn't tell you to send that.
Yeah,
that happened to me one time. I looked myself up just randomly one time on Facebook, and somebody stole a photo of me. Not just me. In the profile photo, it's me and my mom. I'm like, yo,
they
what?
wanted to make it authentic.
Yeah.
In our because we're in the same sorority, so we're both in our sorority t-shirts, and I'm like, this makes no sense.
They was like, this is not true.
This makes no sense.
That's my thing, Facebook can't figure out people taking other people's photos and fake profile situations, but they are making so much freaking money, and they can't get their shit together to a point where people can't get catfished.
Yeah, exactly. There's way too many fake pages on Facebook.
I don't have that problem. Nobody has tried to steal anything from me.
Well, you
can find me.
So lucky. Where do we find you, Briana?
For sure. Briana, BrianaUYOULOVE. So Briana, you love, because I know how to spell. You can find me there on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, just Briana Crowe. If you want to link, slide in the DMs. Ooh. I will pay attention.
Okay.
If you want to put her in your show in Dallas,
come on,
this holiday season, she's available.
Okay,
she's available in Los Angeles.
Anybody,
I'm available. You know what I'm saying? We both from Dallas. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's Briana Crowe with an E as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I just want to say thank you all for sharing your comedic journeys. This has been a blast. So another plug again, y'all. We have the Comedic Minds live comedy show. The first place prize is how much again? $500. $500.
I mean, I want to enter this contest, okay?
Yeah,
because comedians, around Los Angeles, you really don't get paid this kind of money.
You don't.
So this is your chance.
And rent is due, for real, y'all.
Accurate.
$500 in cash at the end of the show, whiz up. Send your bio and link to videos to Jacinta@vsent.com. And again, that's Jacinta, JACINTA @VSENT.com. Also, you don't want to miss it. We have another one, a show this Thursday, November 7th, 2019. At 8 p.m., it's going to be at Sal's Restaurant on Melrose. Like I said, the pizza is bomb. Don't forget to order something. Mm-hmm. The tickets are only $10, you guys, okay? $10 tickets, and they're selling out fast. Flame Monroe, who was featured on the Tiffany Haddish Presents They Ready on Netflix, is the headliner, and y'all don't want to miss this. Yeah. I don't want to miss it, which is why I'm finna be there. All right. So this is going to be the end of the show. And Briana, why don't you look into this camera and then you can take us out, okay?
What?
Yes.
What I get to say?
What do we say? But
this is it. We're going to take y'all out.
Okay.
Okay, this has been our time, all right, here at Comedic Minds, Crucial Conversations. It's been real. It's been love. It's been light.
Woo-hoo!
That's cute. Oh, that was cute.
It was cute. That was cute. Bye.
Crucial Conversations, Comedic Minds. Put them both together and what do you get? The most productive and impactful smack talking session ever. Now let's put our minds together.